It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Lord Chambray and it's this Blas American Pale Ale coming in at 5.7% ABV. There's the nice label, here's the bottle cap. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. But I went to Gozo a long time ago as a kid. I think I was about 13 or 14 years old, so 20 years ago. And I had a great time. Went to the Popeye village, I'm not sure if it's still there, where they filmed the Popeye films. I got a nice glass. I'd like to thank Neil Long for sending me these beers. Thank you very much, Neil. I believe you're on holiday in Malta recently and you come across this brewery. It's a fairly new brewery, I believe. But I love that glass. That's a cracking little glass. It's quite elegant and classy. Beer's a little bit lively, but it's a bottle conditioned beer. You're going to get this type of thing. But what we can see of the beer is nice levels of carbonation moving through the glass, moving through the beer. It's got a little bit of a haze to it, but again, it's a bottle conditioned beer. You're going to get that. But it's a lovely golden coloured ale. And that head, that 3 fingers of slightly off-white head, is dissipating quite quickly. They're large bubbles, so they're kind of collapsing on themselves quite quickly. Okay, so aroma then on the Blas American Pale Ale. Oh, wow, brilliant. Smells good. Orange and grapefruit. A lovely, pithy, piney, citrusy aroma. Now this is Malta's first craft brewery. It's only a small island, so I can't imagine there being room for a lot of kind of craft beer breweries on Malta, so they might get the 1 or 2, but it's pleasing to get a craft beer from Malta. Let's dive in. Cheers. Very carbonated, kind of explodes on the tongue. It feels in the mouth almost like a saison does. That explosion of carbonation, and it kind of slightly froths on the mouth. It's lively, it's big, it's bold, it's brash. And what that does, that level of carbonation, is that it explodes one of them lovely hoppy flavours on the tongue. And I'm certainly getting that. Loads of grapefruit, loads of orange, loads of lemon. A little bit of peach, a little bit of mango. Very good. Very, very good beer. Brilliant. So they're a new brewery. Neil said to, you know, just take it as a new brewery, review it. They get in there, you know, they put a few brews through the plant. They've got big plans. And I think it's a good thing. I've reviewed beer from all over the world. I really have. But when you go, the challenge is that when you go on holiday, for argument's sake, the Maltese, the island of Malta is very popular with Britain. So the challenge is that you get Brits going over there on holiday and they drink mass-produced lagers, what they used to. The challenge is to show them something different, something good, something decent, something tasty. And this is the battle. This is the battle. This is the battle half won. Because it's such a good beer, and because I think it will work, I think the people of Malta will take to it. I think the tourists will take to it. I can imagine, really can, sitting on a nice beach in Gozo, Blas beach, and enjoying a cold one of these. I will say, on one little note that I'd like to pick up on, I think the carbonation levels of this beer should be a little bit lower. I think it's a little bit too, it's overly carbonated, if you like. If you could just bring them down a level or two. I like that Russian carbonation, that almost saison-like carbonation, but it just, I find it fills your stomach quite quickly. You know, if you were to drink 3, 4, 5, 6 of these beers, it would become almost difficult towards the end of the session of these beers because of the carbonation levels. It would fill you up, it would gas you out, or you would just sit there the whole time just belching at the bloke next to you in the bar. But yeah, other than the carbonation, great beer. And it's not a biggie, it's not a massive thing, it's just something that I think is just a little bit overly done. It's not a great deal, you know, it's not a big problem. The Blas from Lord Chambray in Gozo gets an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I probably would have given it a 9 if it wasn't for the carbonation, but 1 mark off, 8 out of 10, still a great score. Thanks for watching, thanks to Neil for sending, put your comments in the comments box, please subscribe to our daily beer reviews and cheers!